Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. It is it is Thursday. It is Thursday all day long. It is Thursday, and this is Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, from our state, from our country, things we want to do, things we wish we could do, comments from you guys, questions about how to best enjoy our city, Puerto Vallarta, as a community of English-speaking locals, and that's what we do. And we drink coffee or whatever you feel like drinking. So if you are joining us this morning, grab your favorite beverage and get comfortable. Get your list of questions and comments out, and please share them with the rest of us. As always, we welcome new viewers. That join us. So if you are new and you want to let us know that you just arrived to the broadcast, write the word new in your comment, and this will prompt us to give you a nice little welcome. Also, if there's something particularly important that you wish to share with us today or you wish to have an answer for, hopefully we'll have an answer for you, but it helps us a great deal if you add the letter Q at the beginning of your comment. This way, we can identify that you are actually looking for specific information and not just having a nice conversation with fellow cluster members. And and there's a new one. Let's see. La da 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 da. As long as I'm looking at the comments, new. Charles is a future local visiting in Puerto in January, looking for condos and neighborhoods. Walking Wednesdays have been an invaluable help. You would make a great ambassador for PV. Well, thank you for that, Charles. But I think I'm happy where I'm sitting, and we will continue to sit comfortably here. But everybody, cluster, everybody say hello and say welcome to Charles, please, so that he feels welcome here. And Charles, regardless of the oh my goodness, I'm seeing all kinds of interesting comments, but I shall not get distracted. But I love it when you guys start asking all kinds of wonderful questions here. Let us go through our news today, which are, let's see, what do we have? We have informative news. We have shady news. Shady news. Oh my God. And we have the most beautiful, wonderful, unexpected eye candy that I'm going to share with you, that is going to make us all, well, not all of us, but some of us will wish we were in Mexico City during this time, because we caught wind of a priceless art exhibition going on in Mexico City, the kind that makes me so very proud to be from Mexico and so very proud of some of our cultural traditions. If you're intrigued, stick around, because we will share this in the news. And of course, we'll have our weather as always, and we'll have our chit chat section at the end. So let's get this show on the road. Flu shots. It is cold, it is winter, and flu shots are available, and they will be available at local health centers through March of next year or until doses run out. But if it's convenient for you, the city has placed vaccination spots at the UMA, which is one of the city's administrative buildings out in the middle of nowhere, and at City Hall this week. So you can get your shot there if you want from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. However, this is only available today and tomorrow. It has been available for a couple of days, but we just caught wind of it. And that's the news. If you are looking to get a flu shot, you can do this week at City Hall. But keep in mind that priority is given at this time to health personnel, pregnant women, people with pre-existing conditions, seniors 65 or older, and children from 6 to 59 months of age. 59 months of age. You'd think they would be counting years and not months, but why do I know? We just share the news, we don't make them up. Mayor Michel, our city mayor, continues to be under fire for apparently avoiding meeting with women associations and collectives in our city, sending a clear message, maybe, that he is neither interested in featuring women in public policy nor invested in eradicating gender violence in Puerto Vallarta. Since 2014, Puerto Vallarta has carried a red flag when it comes to the number of daily reports of physical, psychological, and sexual violence towards women and the increase in femicides. And this, of course, is not only concerning, but also very sad. Personally, I'm happy to hear that these reports from women groups continue to arise, because that means that pressure is applied on the local government to do the right thing. Now, this headline makes me smirk. It says, "Oh no, it is downtown now that has no water." And that's the headline. Oh no, now downtown has no water. As if somehow it was worse that downtown should lack the service than other areas of the city. No offense to folks that live in the downtown area, but water shortages are bad no matter where you are. But what's interesting about this news item is that SEAPAL, our waterworks company or organization, is now shifting their message slightly to not only apologize for all the repairs that they have to carry on and improvements, but also to send out a subtle reminder to the population. Those who have a water tank or tinaco should have no problem, because they have water already stored. And you may be thinking, but what if I don't have my own water tank or cistern installed? Well, we find out that there is fine print in your water contract. From this other article, we learned that in Pitillal, for example, 7 out of 10 homes lack a water tank or cistern. But apparently, the fine print in SEAPAL's water contract indicates that those that rely on the water service must install a storage tank at home. Why would somebody build a home and not equip it with a storage tank or a cistern is a mystery to me. Maybe it's a matter of budget and money. What is certain is that the water shortages have increased quite a bit in the past few months, and even when SEAPAL places the blame on natural events such as the hurricanes that have come recently, one cannot help but to wonder if water shortages are also related to the exponential urban development our city is going through and the organization's inability to cope with the fact that we simply may not have enough water for everyone. And between all the caca water problems we had to endure during the summer and the recent increase in water shortages, many people in town are left wondering, what on earth was the director of SEAPAL doing attending the Tourism Tianguis in Mérida this week? Yes, he was spotted there sauntering along our very own Mayor Michel But, nobody told the SEAPAL director that they don't have caca booths at tourism conventions. Even so, our tax money paid for Mayor Michel, his wife Chuyita, our municipal tourism director, and the director of SEAPAL to attend. According to the article, SEAPAL director Salvador Llamas cannot leave our mayor unattended because he lacks the capacity to answer a ton of questions. Ouch. I'm just relaying that. I didn't say it, and it is shady as all hell. Of course, the aforementioned took time to strike a pose with Governor Alfaro during the event, and Governor Alfaro announced that he will be in Puerto Vallarta this coming Tuesday for an event here in town, but he did not specify any details. According to this other article, people are now in the habit of leaving a huge pile of trash at Lázaro Cárdenas Park in Colonia Emiliano Zapata, and that stinks. And I mean that quite literally. There is very little you and I can do about this, but it is truly unfortunate that at the beginning of our fall and winter tourism season, this should happen. And of course, as we mentioned in our announcement, another tourist riding a parachute got more of a ride than she bargained for when her cable snapped and she ended up falling or flying into the ocean. The 36-year-old tourist was rescued by local naval authorities who also channeled the appropriate inquiries to the parachute ride provider. And of course, I am looking forward to reading your puns because you always come up with something interesting to say. But first, let us take a look at our weather forecast. Wait, the sun is out already? I must have blacked out after I overclocked with my fifth CPU. A computer maker must be coming out with new chips, and I am sure that's what snarky weather is talking about. 27 degrees Celsius right now, feels like 28. Fahrenheit temperature is 81 degrees, and our humidity is low. Well, it is 58%, but that's low in my book. Our weather forecast for today says humid throughout the day with a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 21. Tomorrow, Friday, it'll be humid through the day with a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 20. And Saturday, we will enjoy a humid day with a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Now, let me set up some other headlines that I have for you, actually. Let's see. Is this ready to go? Let me punch that. Oh no, I need to push this button so that I can show you this. Bam! In case you're out and about this coming Saturday, remember that Casa Museo Puerto Vallarta, our city's upcoming history museum, will offer an open house, and we shared details about this earlier this week. You can find information about this on their Facebook page. And also, we have just learned that the city is sponsoring a market along the Malecon for young entrepreneurs starting at 3 p.m. this Saturday by the Plaza de Armas, which is the area of the Malecon behind the Naval Museum. We don't know what will be available for sale, but if you are out and about, you may just want to stop by. And last but not least, I have one from Mexico City that just makes me wish we had more cultural museums and offerings in our city, and how much I miss going to museums in general. The popular art museum in Mexico City hosted the 15th contest of Mexican piñatas with artisans from Aguascalientes, Mexico City, Guanajuato, Guerrero, Hidalgo, Michoacán, and several other states, exhibiting 230 artistic piñatas, which will be on display at the museum until December the 12th. If I was in Mexico City, this is definitely an exhibition I would not want to miss, and I only hope that someone will catalog it with a camera for the rest of us to enjoy. In the meantime, I do have a few snapshots. This is the museum, and it has a beautiful courtyard, and we can see all the different piñatas hanging from the different balconies. Here is a close up of a few of the piñatas, and you can see some of them are very whimsical and unconventional. Others are really, really enormous, such as this one here. This is a beautiful, I don't know, it looks like an alebrije to me. But if, of course, piñatas are made of paper and cardboard. Do I see, hey, crochet? I see crochet in this piñata. I cannot really zoom into the crochet. Oh, yes, I can. Look at it. There is crochet in this piñata. It's out of focus, but I see double stitches there. Here's another zoom photo showing all kinds of colorful, beautiful piñatas. I tell you, how beautiful. Check this out. Check this out. So if you happen to be in Mexico City, um, Google this. Google the museum. This is the popular art museum in Mexico City, and hopefully find a way to check out this amazing exhibition. And now let us turn over to your comments just to see what everybody is up to this morning. Um, Albert is finishing up a new mosaic. Albert, where are you doing these mosaics? You've talked about mosaics before. If this is affiliated with the tile park here in town, tell us some details. Send us some photographs of what you're doing. We'd love to see what you're up to. Uh, Raymond is reminding us of Squee from Concha Squeeness. Thank you very much. Uh, let's see what else. Do 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 do. Happy Thursday, says Marie. Thank you very much. John is craving lobster. I cannot bring myself to like lobster. The notion that it was just alive a few minutes ago, I don't know. But that's just crazy. I know it's weird, and I'm weird, but what can I tell you? Pum pam pam. Let's see. We read Charles' new comment, and Charles got a lot of welcomes. That's wonderful. Kathy wants to know what is the difference between a taco and a tacon. We went by Tacon de Marlin the other day, and Googling didn't provide us with an answer. It is very easy. When you add the letters on to a word, it means it's bigger. For example, if I say the phrase "que calor," it means it's hot. If I say "que calorón," by adding the on at the end, it means that it is really, really hot. It doesn't work with all nouns. Some nouns don't work. For example, if you call somebody the insult maricon, it doesn't mean that that person is a big homosexual, although there's many of us that are big homosexuals. In this particular case, Kathy, Tacon de Marlin is not a specific name of taco. It is the name the brand has chosen to give itself, implying that their tacos are big. And I'm so glad you went by Tacon de Marlin. Tacon de Marlin has definitely been a taco place that I've been wishing to cover on Taco Tuesday. It is on Cinco de Diciembre, and again, it means nothing more than the fact that the taco is big. There are other ways in which you can use the on addition for nouns. For example, and this I would not use this publicly. Oh my God, I'm blushing because if you say of a woman that she has large breasts and you use the word chichi, how did I end up down this track? I don't know. This is horrible. Anyway, I might as well just finish it. A woman that has large breasts, chichona. You add the on, but because the word is feminine, you add ona instead. A man that has a big penis. Never mind. Let's get out of this train of thought. I'm going to continue scrolling through your comments. Never mind, chichona. Oh, Butterfingers. Matthew says 29 days till I'm in paradise. Paco, prepare yourself for some great Christmas presents from me. Oh, better than Butterfingers. Oh, that's sweet. Matthew, it has been such a pleasure writing this broadcast with you. And I very much appreciate all your music insights and all the wonderful anecdotes that you've shared with us from Mexico City. I continue to be so frustrated with the world as it is and our inability to be able to discuss music more comfortably in this social media world where you play the wrong music and you infringe on people's rights without meaning to cause any harm, and it's all complicated. All I'm trying to say, Matthew, is I look forward to meeting you, and I look forward to seeing presents that are better than Butterfingers. Yay! Let's see what else we have. Do-de-do-do-do. Oh, Michael is here and he has officially agreed to an interview. Michael says to me, I want to know what's going to happen and I don't want to make any mistakes. And I said to him, of course you don't, and I will take very good care of you. So I will coordinate with Michael. And yes, interviews are coming back to Coffee and Headlines, and I'm very excited about that. Do do da 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 da. La 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 la. How many brownies? Michael asks. Well, did somebody tell you I was baking brownies last night, or am I like sneaking to somebody else's comment? Never mind. Um, let's see. Da 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 da. I don't know when. This is none of my business because it doesn't have a queue. But every winter there's a group that knits sweaters for people in need. Cheryl, please put me in touch because I am interested in that pursuit. Please send me a note if you can, or maybe I'll drop you a line. Um, let's see what else we have. Linda says, have you tweaked your background to be blurry and you not so, or is it my eyes? You sure are well tanned. 12 more days, but who's counting? Linda, we've done a little bit of makeover around here. Some of it is technology, some of it is mindset. Uh, but yes, we changed our lens. We changed the camera that we used to broadcast, and now we have blurry background. Uh, and um, and we made it a little bit more colorful by tweaking the saturation, just so that I look pretty and happy, and hopefully that's the way you are seeing me. You know, we could do things like turn myself into black and white, but I don't think we need to do that for demonstration purposes. um I see a tomala, and I love it when you start adopting new expressions. Thank you very much, Gustavo. um and Logan comments on that mexicanismo, the adding the on to to uh, to a word to indicate somebody that something that is too big. For oh, here's a great example. Here's a great example. To 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 drink from the breast. To drink milk from the breast. The word is mamar. Uh, and when a person is someone that if a person is mamon, it means literally a person sucks from the nipple too much, and it is a common phrase for somebody that is obnoxious or rude or impertinent. Oh my God, rabbit hole. Let's not go there. Tony has a cue. Buenos dias, Paco. We had a shut off of water here in Emiliano Zapata yesterday in the market area for a short time. Fortunately, we have a tinaco. It's not going to get better. Yep, that is precisely what that article was talking about shortages yesterday. And and yes, what's going to happen moving forward? I mean, Hurricane Nora created damage. It's gone, and SEAPAL has been fixing things. But in 6 months, are we still going to blame the hurricane? Or is the city going to start facing the reality that there's just a lot of people here now and there's a lot of construction? I am speculating, but I would love some clarity to that effect. Um, okay, that parachute motto was "Fly me to the moon." Okay, I'll give that a boom boom. Thank you. Um, Logan, who went high to the crash course of high heel walking with me, says tacon would also mean a high heel, but I've never seen a marlin in heels, at least not yet. Well, you never know, and that is funny. Let's see what else we have. There's a "What Streets Please" from Karen Smith Guzman, but it doesn't have a Q, so I have no idea what that is about. Sorry to say. Good morning, Paco. As I know you're a great music lover, I'm just curious, have you seen the movie called Whiplash? It's one awesome movie, highly recommended. I believe it's about a jazz drummer, maybe. I have not seen that movie, but thank you very much for the recommendation. It rings a bell, and I'll certainly add it to my list. Oh, Gary is in Mexico City now, plans to go see the exhibition this weekend. So many cultural events taking place and safety protocols still followed. I am so happy to hear. Gary, if you end up at the Popular Arts Museum, please take a lot of photographs and let us know um, how that went. Um, let's see what else we have. I see LOLs and ha ha ha's. Yay! Interview with Michael Buford. Yes, and why I've been if in case you're wondering why I've been so insistent on interviewing Michael. Michael doesn't pay me to promote him. Michael is in, he's hired me. Full disclosure to take some great photographs of food for one of his restaurants. Hopefully, he'll hire me again to do more of that. But that's part of what I do for a living. I take photographs. But Michael, aside from being a close friend, is an amazing business owner that works responsibly and produces food of the highest quality for us to enjoy. So why not praise that? In case you were wondering. Um, let's see. Good for you, Raymond. Raymond used "oh pues" at the bakery yesterday, and your staff cracked up. I love that. That totally makes me laugh. Love it when you start adopting some of these phrases into your everyday um, vocabulary. And I think this brings us to the end of today's Coffee and Headlines. I hope you had a good ride. I certainly had a good time putting this broadcast together. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow, we end the week with our weekly discussion of a neighborhood. And as you know, it is Lázaro Cárdenas' turn. We took a look at the Colonia, or at least part of it, yesterday on a very fun walking tour. At least it was fun for me. I ended up walking into a health club, realizing maybe I should be spending more time at the gym. And tomorrow, we will discuss more details about this neighborhood. What is Lázaro Cárdenas? Who was this man? And so forth and so on, and other details about the neighborhood you may be interested in knowing. So, if you have nothing better to do tomorrow morning, come back, fill your coffee cup with some warm coffee, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, sometime soon. Don't forget our happy link, the link that keeps us going. If you are enjoying the broadcasts, there's one very easy thing you could do to make sure that the broadcasts and all the other things that we do to connect you with our destination continue happening. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.